They had an amazing victory, the teacher strike in West Virginia. And Bernie, I didn't see hardly anything in the corporate media about this on any of the networks. Even some of the networks that we watch were, you know, Russia, turn the channel, Russia, 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 Russia. And I'm not saying that's not important.
You thought about Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, okay. All the shiny keys to distract us. That's what goes on in the media.
Hate to admit it, but he's absolutely right. When even left-wing standard bearers like Michael Moore, not a genius, find themselves annoyed by the year-long obsession with Russia, maybe something's going on. Will it change anything about the way news is covered? I don't know. Joe Concha writes about this stuff for a living. He joins us to predict. So, I mean, look, presumably this guy, you know, he doesn't like the administration. He's got every incentive to want to cheer on the endless coverage of Russia. But even he's tired of it. Is there a limit to how much the press can cover this one story, this cul-de-sac of a story?
Apparently no, Tucker. I mean, look, there are 3 different investigations still going on. It deserves coverage, but there are degrees to everything. And Bernie Sanders was exactly right. And he actually said on CNN just a couple of weeks ago to Anderson Cooper's face when he brought up Stormy Daniels, for example, and I'm quoting here, there are enormous problems facing our country. And what are we talking about over and over again? Stormy Daniels. And you could agree or disagree politically with Bernie Sanders, but I think his authenticity is something that can't be questioned. And he added, let me respectfully suggest that I don't think Stormy Daniels is one of the major issues facing our country. And it's the same thing with Russia. I mean, this has now been going on for, what, 14, 15 months, and leaks happen all the time out of this government, even out of the DOJ and the FBI, and we still haven't seen anything substantial. So, yes, let the investigation continue, but there are degrees to everything, and I think basically we're at our limit. And let me just add what Meave Reston said. She's a national political reporter for CNN. She's a good one. She said, so far out in these districts, when you talk to people about Russia, and that's all we talk about at CNN, basically. There's a CNN reporter saying this. They say they don't care. Those are voters. It doesn't have any effect on our lives. And I think that sums it up nicely, Tucker.
Do you think Jeff Zucker says, look, this is an international network. We've got bureaus all over the world. Are we really pretending that Russia is the single greatest threat to American national security? Like, it's clearly not even on the top 5 list. Do you think they feel dishonest when they present Russia as this imminent threat to America?
I think you're referring to maybe a Bloomberg poll that came out last year that had it down the list in terms of priorities that Americans say the media should be talking about. I think it did come in 6, so you're right with that number. Whatever the CNN president is deeming as far as an important story, it seems that if it isn't Russia, as long as it's negative to the president, it seems like that's the direction that the network and other media outlets will go in because they feel that they're giving comfort food to their audience, telling them what they want to hear instead of perhaps of what they should hear, even if it's something boring like the economy, jobs, ISIS, and things that, as Meave Reston said, affect people's lives.
I think they believe it because, I mean, there are many nights when we do another story that's not Russia. All of a sudden, our colleagues, I can't believe you're ignoring the real news. Russia, it's Carter Page. I mean, I think they kind of believe it.
You may be right. Yeah, I can't disagree with you in any capacity there.
I wanted you to make me feel better, but you didn't. But it's great to see you anyway, Joe. Thank you.
Okay, good to see you.